Hello everybody, happy October, hope you are all doing well. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe as it helps the channel to grow. And I want to start this video by giving a huge congratulations to Baron over at Sussex Royal for hitting 10k subscribers. That is absolutely amazing. I love his channel, as I'm sure many of you here do, and I just want to say thank you to him for also supporting me and helping my channel to grow as well. The more of us there are, the merrier. So on to today's video. Serious question. Is the British press and Kensington Palace ever going to let their future king and queen consort stand on their own without dragging Harry and Meghan's name into every article for clicks and attention? I've done quite a number of videos on this channel so far, and I've never really spoken about the Cambridges because, unlike the Derangers, we like to focus on our faves around here instead of obsessing over someone or people we claim to dislike. But there have been a lot of things that caught my eye the last few weeks that I just couldn't ignore, mostly because it pinpoints the hypocrisy I feel that Harry and Meghan have to deal with. And it also gives an interesting insight as to where the other royal households are right now and where the monarchy could end up in a few years. So here's an article that I saw about Incandescent, and notice how they just have to bring Harry's name up. And apparently William is the new David Attenborough, and he's going to Superman himself around the globe and protect the planet. I didn't realise it was a competition. I thought protecting and preserving our planet was a group effort. And one thing that I have to say, a little bit of a side note here about the current conversation about climate change that I find really annoying, is that the people who live closest to the land, who have always preserved, protected and honoured the land, Indigenous people, tribes people, farmers, those that live in rural areas, that's who should be leading this conversation more than anyone. Just felt like I had to say that. And then we have this headline about Kate and Meghan's eyebrows. Kate has Meghan Brows. I mean, this is how far they will stretch to bring Meghan's name into an article. This is a whole full body acro yoga stretch to use Meghan's name, but I keep on hearing that Meghan is the one who is irrelevant. So if you don't already know, Kate and William were at the new Bond movie premiere along with Charles and Camilla, and my gosh, there's just no love or chemistry at all in this family, is there? All I feel and see when I look at these pictures are coldness. There's no interaction. There's no looking at each other lovingly. I mean, we all saw Harry and Meghan at the Global Citizens event. Just, you could see and feel the closeness. The crowd could feel and see it. And every single time Harry looked at Meghan, when he called her my wife, the crowd went crazy because you could feel that love, and you just don't feel that sense of love and closeness and family when you look at the remaining royals. It honestly just looks like a bunch of people that don't even interact with each other aside from when they're at events like this. So while I do believe that Kate is a mean girl, I'll give a cookie and a glass of milk for effort when it's due. And this is the most razzling and dazzling I've ever seen her look. I mean, the hair is fully styled. We've got some Romanesque Grecian bun going on here, a fully sequined gown, like an Oscar nominee. Heck, she looks like the actual Oscar statue. Makeup is full baked face. Jeffree Star would be proud, I'm sure. I've never seen her look like this, and I have to wonder where this new Hollywood style came from. This is not normal for her. This is Hollywood celebrity glam, not royal understated glam. This is very Los Angeles awards season. And I hope William wasn't too incandescent with rage, because she was outshining him. In fact, she outshone the movie stars of the Bond film who've been waiting for this moment since forever because of all of the delays. They had their whole evening snatched by Miss Catherine. Everybody was talking about Kate's dress, barely a mention about the future king. And we know what happens to women in the royal family who outshine their husbands. But William will just have to get used to it, because as far as the remaining royals go, all anybody really ever talks about, or what I see in the British headlines, are Kate's clothes. But I just found it interesting that we're seeing this sudden burst of Hollywood glam from the Cambridges, when for so long that Hollywoodness is what Meghan has been criticised for. Now suddenly we're trying to incorporate it into the Cambridge's PR image. Why is that? And why aren't they being criticised in the same way? Why is this actually now being praised? And it goes even further. Apparently, I didn't know because I don't keep up with the Cambridges, but for the purposes of this video, I found out that they were playing tennis with Emma Raducanu. Kate also apparently went abseiling, and here she is holding a whole ass tarantula. And oh look, here's William holding a snake. How fitting. This is all just so unusual for the Cambridges. First of all, the number of appearances back to back to back. I mean, this is just in the last few weeks, and I just saw Kate out again today doing something, and the level to which they are going to try to impress people. I mean, can you imagine the headlines if Harry and Meghan were out holding reptiles and arachnids? The stories that they would spin. I mean, we remember all of the uproar and hoo-ha when Harry was playing polo with Nacho. And you did not get the same reaction when Kate was playing tennis with Emma Raducanu. So why is there just such an imbalance in the way those two things are being reported? Because bear in mind, when Harry was playing polo with Nacho, they raised millions. I don't even know what that appearance with Emma Raducanu, what it was for, or who that was meant to benefit. A lot of the charities and causes that I'm assuming are linked to these appearances, they don't seem to be getting a mention, because it's all just kind of turned into the Cambridge show. They're reporting on what the Cambridges are doing, but not who they're doing it for. They're reporting on Kate's outfits, but Kate doesn't seem to have a hell of a lot to say about the causes, if she says anything at all. It's going to have very little impact, because for the last 2 decades that they've been out and about as royals, making impact and serving the people has not been what they've been focused on doing. And now they're so desperate, it would appear, to keep up with the Sussexes, that they're going into overdrive, and it's kind of turning into overkill. All of these appearances look like they're getting attention for themselves and not for the causes that they're meant to be supporting. I know almost every organisation that Harry and Meghan support and what their mission statements are, and knowing Harry and Meghan have donated their own money, because when it comes to the other royals, the money comes out of the taxpayers' pockets. That's where the patronage money comes from. But Harry and Meghan give from their own pockets and their own earned money. And so there are many charities that Harry and Meghan have donated to that I have also donated to. And that's how you create impact, by encouraging others to get involved in your charitable efforts too. I don't see masses of Cambridge fans doing the same. And that's the problem that William and Kate have. All of the goodwill that they had after their wedding, they wasted it. And let me tell you, as a Brit, people were genuinely happy for William and Kate when they got married. People were happy for William because Diana's son found someone to love him. They were happy for Kate because they genuinely thought that she was just a normal girl who would bring balance to this outdated institution. Of course, the truth has now been exposed and the fairy tale version has been thrown out of the window. But there was a period where many believed it, and they wasted it, and here we are, years later, having to hold giant spiders just to get a few headlines. they are doing the mostest, but in terms of impact it's having for these causes, not much that I can see. And all of this increased activity is coming at a time when it's clear that Harry and Meghan are going to turn it up to the max and aren't being held back anymore. We might actually see the Cambridges do more in the next 12 months than they have in an entire decade. But between food shortages, gas shortages, inflation, higher taxes, and soaring energy costs, Britain is heading for a very dark winter. And while Kensington Palace may be patting themselves on the back, thinking that all of these appearances from the Cambridges are helping their image, if the British public feel that they're not doing anything of actual substance to help them, in the coldness and hunger of this upcoming dark winter, all of this could actually backfire big time on the Cambridges. So instead of just showing up for the cameras, they're going to have to think of what they can do to truly create some impact. That's all for today's video. Thank you so much as ever, and I will see you in the next one, my lovelies. Ciao!